Hey guys, how is it going? My name is Robert and I am here again to bring you another demo of the Jam Up Pro XT by the people of Positive Grid. So in the first demo I focused mainly on the distorted tones and some lead sounds that you could get out of the app. And today I really want to focus on the cleans. One of the coolest things that they've done is they've spent a lot of time getting these cleans where they just sound crystal clear, but at the same time if you strum harder it breaks up like a real amp. So I think that's really cool. So I just want to walk you guys through some of the presets. I have 4 presets here that you can actually download if you have the app. And also in the description below you will see a link that you can get the backing track to the song in the beginning if you want to, kind of check out the tones or just have a free backing track to jam over. So here is the demo of the cleaning tones. Alrighty guys, first thing is first, here are the 4 presets. The first one is going to be called Delayed Clean. Second one is Smooth Lead, then we have Volume Swells, and Crystal Clear. Now to get these, all you have to do is go to the little Share tab down at the bottom of your app, and up in the right hand corner you have the magnifying glass. Simply type in the names and it'll give you my tones that I have here. So I hope you guys will check them out, and let's get on with the demo. So let's walk through these presets. So the first one, like I said, was called Delayed Clean. And up here you can kind of see the chain that I have going. I'm starting off with a noise gate. And normally I have my noise gates turned up kind of, but this one's turned down a little bit. A lot of people like to have the noise gates as low as possible. I actually like the tone that it gives you running it in front of the amp. Next, you have the amp that I chose, which is a black duo. The only thing to kind of note is I do have the bright turned on. I've adjusted the treble and middle and the bass, but I like a lot of trebly kind of highs in my clean, so I did turn the bright switch on. So next what we have is the reverb. So they have some different reverbs for you to choose from. I liked the 63 spring reverb. It was between that one and the Room. So I went with the 63, kind of adjusted it a little bit, and it gave me such a nice warm sound. I love reverb on top of stuff. And then the final thing in the chain is this delay that I have running down here. So I went with a digital delay. They do have different options for you. There's a reverse, echo filter, all kinds of different effects that you can kind of choose to run through here. I just went with a delay. So that's kind of how I got that starting tone. And it just gave me this nice warm delayed sound. So I really liked what I got out of it. Okay, so now to kind of go back, and we'll just stick with the cleans for now. So I have this one down here at the end called Crystal Clear, which is a very, very basic clean. So again, I'm running the noise gate in front. This time the amp, I went with the Silver 120. And it just had this more kind of simplistic tone to it. And then at the end I just have a reverb. So again, not a whole lot going on with this tone. It's just the only thing to kind of note is I do have the reverb on the hall setting. So that's all in the tones if you want to download them. But this was just a nice simple kind of tone that I went with for those verses. So that's what I was doing there, and I did double track that one. I had the delay going and this one. Now as far as the actual lead tone of the whole thing, what I did is I had this smooth lead, and there's a lot going on in this one. I do have a noise gate, a tube drive stomp box, a reverb, the black lux, and then I have a filter, which is actually an EQ, and then I have a delay going to get this tone. So in the track, to me, it sounded like there was 2 different lead tones, but there's actually only one. And this is kind of what I was talking about. This is the dynamics of the amps that you can get. So all I do is the first one, when I start off, I do that first little lick there, and then later on you hear me go, that kind of a thing. All I do is I switch my guitar from the neck position, which was what I do all the beginning lead stuff with, down to the bridge, and it gives it that poppier sound, same exact settings. To me, it just literally a totally different tone. So and it's also the tone that I used in the background when it gets to the last kind of chorus where I strum the D chord. Just to kind of give it a little bit of dirt on there. So that was pretty much it for that tone. Like I said, there's a lot more going on here. I don't want to spend the whole time explaining all of these because, like I said, there's just so many pedals involved in that tone. But it really gave me this nice kind of like cutting but clean lead sound. And to me, it just had like a really nice warm. So the final thing is this tone, which if you listen to the actual tone, it's kind of obnoxious as far as how much gain there's going on. I mean, it really doesn't fit in with the song at all. So obviously that's not the tone that I used in the track, but what I did with it, if you listen to the background of it, I do these volume swells. So to do it, I wanted a very high, kind of like grainy sound to get those volume swells off. So if you listen to the track, you can hear in the background, there's just some notes kind of going on in the background with those volume swells, and it's just a nice tone. Pretty simple. All I have is a stop kind of running in front of it this time, if I can click on things twice, with a sustain to really get those notes to kind of hang there for a while. A noise gate, Ola War, which is his signature amp that he has on here, and then a delay. So that's kind of it for that volume swells one. It's not really, like I said, a tone that I used to play any lead parts over the beginning, but I did use it to get those volume swells in there just to add a little bit more flavor. So yeah, so those are my tones, and I hope you guys will go check that out and get that free backing track that's coming along with this video. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Again, that was the Jamma Pro XT by Positive Grid. Hope you guys like those tones that I came up with. There's so many more options that you could do yourself just to mess around with. It's such a cool little app to just have there and play around with. It does so many different things. So hopefully you'll go check out the app. It's free. How cool is that? You know, how often does a musician get anything free these days? So go download that free app. If you have an iPhone, iPad mini, normal iPad, iPod Touch, 4th generation, you know, it's free. All you need is the Jamma Pro plugin right here, which is $20 on Amazon.com, and you're golden. You know, you've got all these amps, all this stuff you can do, just literally in the palm of your hands. You can take it anywhere. It's just such a cool thing to be able to do. So thank you for watching. If you would, please like Positive Grid on Facebook. You will find the link for that in the description. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. So peace out. I will see you guys with some more gear reviews.